What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is, of course, Gerkinman here on a Thursday evening. You might hear some cars going by faintly in the background because it's another hot day and I have the have the windows open. But I hope you don't mind. Really, it's just it's kind of toasty this afternoon. It could be a lot worse, admittedly, but yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, today we are going back to the Tower of Latria. This is the last area for the game before we head back to Boletaria. And, you know, the level we're about to do, I don't think it's particularly difficult, to be perfectly honest. But the boss fight at the end of it is notorious. On my last playthrough, I got him on my second attempt. But, well, we'll see how we go this time. So, adventure! I said adventure! Adventure now. Alright, welcome back to the Tower of Latria. This area I'm going to split into 3 episodes because this level has 3 very distinctive parts. They might be shorter overall, but than some of the more recent ones, maybe around 15 minutes each, but to try to do more than one at a time would lead to stupidly long episodes. It's very much an awkward area in that respect. It's kind of maze-like, it's very dark, as you can see. I imagine the reason it's so dark is so that it doesn't have to render everything, because, like I said, this environment's kind of huge. But it's definitely structured in kind of like a 2 and a 3-act structure. You got this part of the level, which then leads to another completely different sort of part of the level, to a two boss fights, one of which is largely considered to be the highest in the game. Hello? Oh, yes. This gargoyle. These guys are the main enemies in this upper area of the game. I don't think they're particularly difficult at all. Tend to go down pretty quick. Yeah, 1 hit. Oh, 2 hits. Still, that's not that bad. I don't know what the deal is. They always have unknown soldier souls on them, so I can only assume that, like, they've been killing other people like myself, that is, and collecting their souls, but who knows for sure, not me. Something that is funny though, all these guys that like fall off the edge, you can actually find their bodies down the bottom, because in the end, that's where we'll be going, but that won't be until next episode. Today we'll be focusing on all this area up here in the tops of these towers, which doesn't make a lot of sense right now, but believe me, it will. I also realized I can do this attack where if I roll and then attack, I do this cool, like, down thrust thing. I don't know what they call it, but I think that will definitely be useful if I ever need to do anything in one of these tight corridors. Most certainly. So yeah, if we come this way, there's an item here. Yeah, give me that. Oh, spice. So you remember, this is the area that was after the... We'll be going down there later too, actually. But yeah, this is the area after the Fool's Idol, who was the lady with many arms that we fought a while back. So, yeah, this area is kind of... I really like this area. The end boss at the end, a lot of people hate. I think it's actually pretty good. I like the challenge of it. I like the design of them. I like everything about it. Actually, on my first playthrough, it was the bane of my existence, and I would compare it to Ornstein and Smaug from Dark Souls, who are notorious for being difficult. But, yeah, I guess on my first playthrough I hated it. On my second playthrough I really enjoyed the challenge of it, but it was a very long boss fight, even at this point with my current skill level. It is a very time-consuming boss to fight. Like, it just takes ages to whittle the health down of that particular encounter. Oh, there's a thing there. Well, then never mind. So yeah, this level's interesting in that it's broken up into like 3 very distinctive... Oh, that was weird. I wanted to see if I could sneak around the side here, but it doesn't look like I can. This level's broken into 3 very distinctive areas, as I said earlier. You've got this part, which is all set at the top of this weird tower thing. And then there is a particular... Oh, actually that does a little more damage than I was expecting. Oh no you don't, not this time. Ugh, beautiful. Yes, there is this very Lovecraftian creature that you have to get to or take down. It's kind of like this big mass of eyeballs. It's just... Oh, I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to get off there. I think last time I rolled off that onto those stairs, and that's how I did it. That seemed like a very risky way of doing that, and I don't know why I did. But I did, and everything turned out, so it's okay. But, yeah. You'll kind of understand what I'm saying when we get to it. It was actually in that tower that we were just in. You can kind of hear its heart beating faintly in the background, which is kind of a nice touch. Hello. And die. That little 2 combo there, I like that 1-2 where you lay the smack dead on it and then you just rip the sword back up through him again. Feels good. Satisfying. Oh shit, that was so close. Because I know there's this item here, it's probably nothing good. I'm so roll happy. I'm in a really good mood today. Ouch, that's really not a good position to have that happening in. Beware of liar. What? Come here. Take that. Yes, I had quite a good day at work today. Now I'm doing a compositing and editing on Max and Midnight. I'm having a very good time doing that. That's kind of like my happy place. I wouldn't say that, obviously, After Effects and that sort of thing isn't something I've been doing for long. I only started that when I started on Coolapari, but it's definitely, I feel, a comfortable spot for me. I'm not a great character animator, as most of you know, but I feel like I'm quite good with framing and moving the camera around and that sort of thing, and being able to do that for a job is kind of great, and I love it. And you know, as much as I wish I was a great character animator, and no doubt I could take the time to learn if I had the free time, which, as many of you know, working in the animation business means that you get next to no free time at all. In fact, the fact that I've been recording all these Demon Souls episodes is kind of amazing. And I'm actually really glad that I've had the free time to do this, because you know, it's something that not a lot of other people have the free time to do at the moment, with some of the other projects I was working on still going in areas unrelated to mine, thankfully, but that's, you know, still going on, so I'm in a very, very lucky position. So yes, there was that gelatinous blob of whatever that is. That's a thing that's there. And yeah, our goal for this episode is simply to make that fall. Which I think you only have to do... There's like 2 of these towers you go through and do that. Chain cutting too. I'm not entirely sure how those chains work. Also, it's interesting that there's more stairs going up, but I don't think you can actually get to them. I think they're just there for decoration. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm in a position at the moment where I can record a lot of Let's Plays, and that's good because soon I won't have a television, which will make it infinitely harder to record games like this anyway. So I'm glad I have the amount of free time that I do have right now. But, you know, as is the nature of this industry, like, who knows when that'll come to an end and I'll be back to working ridiculous hours on some other show. It's the feast or famine, pretty much. Now, is this where a villain lies in wait ahead? Is this where Yurt is? Yes, there's Yurt. He's a very popular character. Quite well known for being a bit of a dick. And on my last playthrough, I for some reason missed him. I don't know how I did that, but I did. So let's have a chat with him, shall we?
Are you here to fight the demons? If so, then help me escape this place. I am on your side. I have come to face the demons.
Yeah, we'll open his cell. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this guy normally, some people save him earlier in the game, he goes back to the Nexus, and he'll actually start killing all the NPCs in the Nexus, which is obviously bad. But we are going to let him out. Out Yo-Yurt. But before, and you'll also see that he has a Shotel, which we picked up in a previous episode. But,
well, what have we here? Do you wish to die?
I'm going to just simply take care of him right now. That was incredibly easy, actually. And I think he'll drop some cool shit. the Gloom armor set, which is a... I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool armor set, personally, myself. And I forget where this elevator takes me. I guess I'll find out right now. Obviously, it takes me down. Down somewhere. Oh, down lower than I thought. Normally, I don't come down here till later, so this kind of makes everything a little bit more confusing, because there's two of those pillars that I'm supposed to take down. Well, I'm here now. That puts things a little out of whack. This messes with my plans. Oh, there's some enemies down here that you might like to meet. They look like this. They're kind of fucking gross. Ugh. Actually, no, I have to come down here now, and then I go back up later. Never mind, when we get back up, that'll be the end of the episode. I always get these things mixed up. There's tons of secret items in this area, but we're so late in the game, and I have pretty much all the bits and pieces that I personally like for my build that I'm planning on getting, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the ground levels going through this swamp, because it's really... At this point on my playthrough at least, there's not a whole lot of reason for it. Now, I didn't notice... These things are fucking gross, by the way. I didn't notice this last time, but there's these people on wheels here, and I think... Those were torture devices that they used in Berserk, actually. They kind of like... Instead of crucifying people, they put people up on those wheels. The, I forget the name of the actual church group that did it. But, you'll find there's a lot of references to Berserk throughout these games. Which is, even these things actually look very much like something you expect to find in Berserk. But you'll see they all have the multiple of the same face, which is kind of creepy on its own right. But to make it extra creepy, the end boss for this area, the man-eaters, also have that exact same face. Which is, yeah, just that little bit extra creepy. And it's believed that, like, it's a fan theory, I think. I don't think it's actually been confirmed, but the old monk who is the archdemon for this particular area, these are all his creations. He created all these demons, and that's why they all share his face. But that's just a fan theory, because I think even the gargoyles have the same face. I'm just gonna jump underneath your tentacle there, buddy. Don't mind me. Now, I think there's also one of those, like, mine suckers up here. Who is a... Yeah, there he is. I don't have the... Ow. Soul arrow. Ouch. I don't have the phase ring on. What do I? Generator ring. Ring of poison resistance. I don't need that. Ow. Okay. What I'm going to do is... Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. I'm going to run all the way down here. I'm going to heal. And then I'm going to equip the Thieves Ring because it's much more useful here. The Ring of Poison Resistance. I don't know why I still had that equipped from earlier. But now he should have turned away, I think. Yes, he has run back. Which hopefully means I can sneak up on him and get a good old-fashioned backstab on him. Or just do this. That works too. You also notice that that guy was a Black Phantom. I think he's the only regular enemy that you encounter as a Black Phantom. Maybe there are other man-eaters that you do, I can't remember now. Not man-eaters, whatever the fuck those things are called. I also don't know why these things' tails explode off, I guess just to make them extra creepy. And if that's the case, then, congratulations, you, succeeded with flying colors. I think it's also the fact they come in like tons of different sizes too, which just makes them extra unsettling. Gross. And I mean, I come from Australia where everything's fucking big bugs and shit, and these things still kind of make me feel like, I don't know, they're just gross. They're just yucky. No one wants this. No one wants you. Get out. I think those things are actually creepier than anything in Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2. There might be creepier stuff in Dark Souls 3, and I know for a fact that there most definitely is in Bloodborne, which is a game that I don't currently own because I don't have a PlayStation 4. Hopefully one day I will be able to get one, and I would like to be able to play through that game not just for myself, but for you guys, along with the rest of the Dark Souls along with the rest of the FromSoft Soulsborne catalog. But until that day. But yeah, Bloodborne definitely has some well creepy stuff throughout it. Yeah, I did have this in the wrong order. Also, hi, you're dead. Thanks for the souls, jackass. Now, I don't remember if there's anything around here. There is. Glorious. Storied Soldier Soul. I'm just going to wait. There's an elevator back here, and that'll take us back up, yep, to the next one, which will be roughly where we end up. Actually, you know what? I don't think I've been recording that long. I think I could play through this whole area. I was originally going to do it in 3 episodes, but I think 2 will actually work well. Since the boss fight for this area can be pretty time-consuming, that should be well and truly make it as an episode all on its own. Do 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 do. Okay, there's one of those guys here. Yeah, you can tell none of the enemies here really pose much of a threat to me, outside of that guy with Soul Arrow, who, you know, seriously, fuck that guy. Cut it out with your worshipping. God time is over. Cutscene activate. Yay, so basically now that I've done that, those fucking creepy face bugs are absolutely everywhere, and there's no escape from them, so that's good, right? That's good. Alright, those stairs are broken, can't go up those. I guess I'll go this way. Yeah, so that thing's really some kind of a experiment, I imagine is what it's implied to be. It's obviously some kind of like giant egg sac where all those things come out of. But that takes us back to here again. You might recognize that little blue glow up there. That's where we started the level. So we're heading back to... not that way. Is there really a truck reversing out there right now? Ah, just can't catch a break. Wait, no, that's where I started. And now there's a motorbike. You guys are getting all the awesome vehicle sounds today. Yeah, so we're coming back in here again. And we're gonna go down just because there's some items to collect. And yeah, like I said, now these guys are like out here being all icky and fucking gross and shit. Out of my way, creepy bug man. Bug face man. I don't think there's any particular really helpful items down there. There might be some armor or something, I think, actually, that's okay. But I think generally speaking, there's nothing too exciting down here. But I could be wrong, because I've been... oh, hello. I didn't even see you there. Ow. Actually, you guys do quite a bit of damage. Normally I wouldn't know, because you guys would never get to hit me. There's going to be plenty more of them down here. Actually, you know what? I might go back to just one-handing. Just so I can get those overhead shots without worrying about the walls. And now I got the gargoyle on my ass too. Get off me. Go away, or come down, or something. Yeah, we'll take that. That works too. I like that shit. Oh, you died. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, now that we're down here, we can go... so many layers. This place is like... ugh, no. First of all, no, and second of all, also no. Okay, so One-handing this doesn't do anywhere. Well, it still does a fair bit of damage, but... Hey. Don't run away from me. I got something for you. I got a lovely something gift for you. Gonna give you a nice smack in the face, gargoyle man. You'll love it. You'll love every minute of it. Someone told me it was your fetish. Or you could just fly around like a dickhead. And I'll just go inside and ignore you and pretend you don't exist. How do you like them apples? I'm so impatient. I just don't got time for guys like that, you know? Guys like that, they don't do anything for me. Alright, so through here, I think there's, yeah, just some item pickups and a frame rate tanking for some reason. And, gold mask, that's what I was thinking of. And the EP rapier, which I don't remember, but I'll have a look at it after I'm done with the boss of this area. Got a ring. Okay, I made a mistake. There's all kinds of cool things in here. Well, souls aren't necessarily all that cool, I guess. Storied hero souls. I mean, I'll take them. They're not overly exciting. Yes, die out of the way. Son of ephemeral eyes. Very nice. Storied soldier soul again. Hello? Hello? Is it axe? Actually, it's a sword. I can't make the axe you a question joke. How foolish of me. But yeah, that weird gelatinous blob, it's just such a weird thing, you know? But now that it's down, that did something up here which will allow us to go to the boss fight, so... You do what you gotta do. Now this boss fight is interesting, actually. I'm nervous about it, not just because it's the hardest boss in the game, but also because I'm using a slower weapon, and it's a very, very fast-moving boss. And, I mean, like, this thing's damage output is crazy, and I can't wait to see what it does against it, but I get the feeling there's a good chance that I will probably actually end up having to swap back to my bastard sword for these guys, just for the advantage of the speed that it'll give me. But we'll see how we go. I'd like to play through most of these bosses with this weapon, if at all possible. I mean, obviously I couldn't play through the Storm King boss fight with this, because he was flying. But, you know, I want to play through as much as I can, legitimately, with this sword. If there's an item underneath here. Yes, there is. Underneath the stairs. Lovely. Now, once I come back up here, there is a particular spot where I like to stand. There's an enemy up here which a lot of people struggle with. You can see this bloodstain here. And it is another one of... Is that... He's up here somewhere. Where are you? Ah, there he is up there. You can see him coming down with his little bell. He's another one in soul form, actually. I don't know why these weird things are in soul form in this area. Like I said, it's the only area I can think of where they actually have regular enemies in soul form. I mean, they take a hell of a lot more of a beating in soul form, which most enemies do, but by the same token, I don't know if there's like a lore explanation for it. I don't think there is. I can tell you on my first playthrough, I died on this stairwell in more times than I could possibly ever count. Like, insane amount of times. If I didn't die to the boss, I died on my way to the boss trying to kill that guy. I think a lot of it came down to impatience, trying to kill it faster than I should have been. But not anymore. I'm a grown man now. I know how to play games like an adult. I know how to be patient. Unless I'm in the Swamp of Defilement, in which case I will die repeatedly due to impatience. But that was episodes ago. We've been pretty good since then. We haven't really had any hang-ups since the Storm King fight, really, now that I come to think about it. So we're not doing too bad. And what's this last item? Just more Old Spice. Well, I'll take it. Ain't nothing wrong with Old Spice. Come on, back to the door here. All right, so this is actually where I'm going to leave it for this episode. This is the door for the boss right here. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying the series. Once again, let me know in the comments below. Let me know how I'm going in terms of delivery, and am I keeping things interesting? Am I being monotone? Let me know what I can improve on, as always. And thank you for your support. Thank you for your help. And I'll hope you will join me next time. Peace out and have a good one.